Okay. Hello and welcome. We are the council voted in by our kindred, Ríðar Oak Weird, or Row. Um, a lot of people have come forward and said, "What the heck are you guys? Where did you just come from? And how did you pop out of nowhere? And you are on everything." So we're here to answer those questions. Um, I am Ríðar Oak Weird's president. My name is Larry Threadgill. Um, Basically, I'm the keeper of the bylaws and the articles of incorporation. My job is to oversee everything that's brought up in front of the council and make sure it doesn't break any of our bylaws, and then it still moves our group forward to its final visions and keep everything up. Yeah, that's me. Okay.
Okay.
And this is my
I'm Nelson Young. I serve as the vice president, or elder is my official title. I become the chieftain in the event that he cannot be there. We all have other things to happen, said life and such, and things happen. So in the event that he cannot be there, I then step in to fill that role. I also carry out coordinating ceremonies for the kindred as the ordained. As one of the ordained goalies, I do event ritual planning, and but we'll get more to that in just a second. Uh,
I'm Hank Stratton, and I am the keeper of the coin, otherwise more commonly known as the treasurer. My job will be being responsible for keeping track of all the money that comes in, paperwork for the bookkeeping, for the tax returns, for accounts payable and receiving, and should something come up that we want to participate in or something for the group, we would have the accounts for that given activity as long as we could afford it.
I'm Beatrice Holmes, and I am the Scald, or aka Secretary. Pretty much, I record the meetings, I take head counts pretty much. I deal with all the paperwork, legal and otherwise, memberships, things like that, and I also hand over said paperwork to the treasurer for filing and such.
mm-hmm.
And I am Don McFarland. I am the hearthman of the council. I help to keep everyone entertained and occupied. I help with new member orientation, to answer questions, make everyone feel at home, and if anyone has any disputes, I'm the one they turn to keep them laughing. So that's what I do, and I'm enjoying my job very much.
So, a brief overview of who and what we are. We are a heathenry kindred, or we follow the North pantheon. Not everybody here strictly follows just the Norse pantheon. We are open up to people who want to learn outside influences, and we practice quite a bit. We have a lot of things that go on. Some of the organizational goals are to learn, build, and share knowledge with like-minded individuals. This includes teachings and the evolution of heathenry, such as taking the hate out of heathenry.
and with that, what some of the more common and myths and misconceptions about heathenry is the overtones of the White Brotherhood and a lot of the hate groups and such that have misconstrued our faith and our lore and twisted it and perverted it in such ways to feed their own hate groups and drive their own passions, so to speak. This is not something that we personally believe in or think is appropriate, but through teaching, understanding, and education, I think we can help people truly understand what heathenry truly is and what the ideas and focal point of our Northern European ancestors truly was. And with that, we can furthermore advance our own community and put a good light in paganism that would be overcast a shadow otherwise.
Now, what kind of services does Ro, Ríðar Wyrd, provide. We would be able to provide weddings, hand fastings, house blessings, coming of age ceremonies, and of course there's the other end of that, the crossing the bridge and helping with the departed. We also would be able to provide, and it's also in our webpage and in our Facebook, we also provide readings.
You will be able to contact us through Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and our website, and in person. Everything online is under Ridar Wyrd, so you could just look that up. In person, we have that information on our group, where our meetings are and such, and that'll also help you in becoming a member.
Now, you might be asking yourselves, how do I become a member? Because this sounds like it's a lot of fun, and you would be right. We have 2 classes of membership, the general member and the associate member, each with its own rights and privileges. All members are entitled to a discount at the online store, which will become more and more populated with wonderful things as time goes by. The requirements for each class of membership can be found online along with a membership application form. Associate members are typically those who live too far away to be able to be physically present at our regular events. General members are encouraged to come to any or as many classes and gatherings, which we really have a lot of. I mean, we have more than I can even begin to count at this point. And information on those is available on our Facebook pages, Ríðar Wyrd, and also the Truth of Sather Facebook page, our educational arm. All people are welcome to attend, whether they're members or not, and we hope that they'll have an expanded interest and want to get more completely involved. They will be welcome.
Okay, so that comes back to our events. So basically it's, okay, so you've got membership, you've got a bunch of people that hang around, sitting around a round table right now on camera. What else do you guys actually do? So we actually usually meet at least once a week for the group itself. We have ongoing classes that people are good at. So Hank is not just our treasurer, he's also very good at wire weaving. So this week he's actually been giving us a class on that. So we're actually learning how to do the Viking weave, and this way we can expand our knowledge, expand the idea of doing things for yourself and for the community. So some of the events we have coming up are the Charming of the Plow, the Havamal Study Group, which will be broadcast on the same YouTube channel, where we will get a book called well, I'm not going to plug the book, but I'm going to because we're going to use it. It's called the Study Havamal, and the reason we're using it is it has 3 different versions of each translation in it. That way we can come to our own conclusions. We'll sit back, BS about it for a while, and then move on to the next session. We also have a sailor certification that's currently being built, redone, and that's going to take anywhere from a year to 3 years of intense, hands-on, no kidding, like training, spiritual guidance, everything. Myself and Mr. Young here are both certified, ordained, and we are actually getting our own clergy program going up for the Gothi Githia program also, which is going to be another intense hands-on learning experience also.
Yes.
But more about that when it comes out. If you want, you can see our most of our upcoming events on our website, between Facebook and our actual .org website. But that's pretty much as far as that goes.
What types of programs or education do we provide? Well, as we just mentioned, we're offering a Ríðar as well as a Go the Ordination program, and in that there's also a lot of education in the lore, and that's the cornerstone of building the foundation of truly the Norse tradition. So we do provide education on the Norse tradition. We do workshops, soaps, candles, herbs, oils. There's many different things that we do. If you would like to see a class, or if you have an idea of something that we could provide for you, please feel free to comment below.
Now, what we're trying to set up, yeah, we would love to have everybody as active members, but you don't have to absolutely be a member. We have public events that we invite everyone to come to. Come with an open mind, see what we have, see what we're doing. Active members, well, we have our own religious, well, I can't really call them, but ceremonies that we do, and we would love to have more people joining us for that.
I don't have anything else. Don't kick me.
Well, I think there has been a certain amount of confusion and uncertainty in the public mind based on the activities of some who have co-opted ancient traditions for their own usages. And for the record, we completely reject any such activities and are a free association of like-minded individuals who welcome all others of like mind, who are peaceful and opening.
Okay. So, if we are a kindred and we do all these activities, we actually do more activities on a given month than we know what to do with. We are extremely active, but why do we need a store? Why do we need a website? Why do we need a donation button? Why do we need all these other things? Well, one of the purposes behind Ríðar och Wyrd, and one of our mission statements and our future planning goals, is we are becoming a nonprofit organization. What this allows us to do is go out and give back to the community. It also allows us to get members and associate members the opportunity to go to specific public events and private events that we are going to be planning later on in our future, like a camping trip out to somewhere out in the forest where we'll sit around, bang on drums, talk about heathenry, do a couple rituals, and find out what people think and how they think life is going at that moment. All the way up to the point where sooner or later, we're actually in process right now of looking for land. We plan on building the first open to the public heathen temple in the state of Washington. In addition to that, we're probably going to open up different corners of the land so that other pagans have a safe place to go and worship their religion also. But that's all coming up in the future. So this is why we actually have these storefronts, why we do the fundraising, the donations, why we do some of the workshops, and we bring in extra materials, and we say, okay, you know what? You're a member, you're an associate member. If you don't have your own materials, we'll have some for you for purchase at cost, so that nobody feels like they're getting the raw sense of the deal. We're not here for a profit. What we're here to do is to boost up our community. We want there to be a future for heathenry, for paganism, and that's what our overall goal is to get the community up and going. So, does anyone else have anything to say right now?
I think that about covers it. If you are a teacher or have experience teaching in a particular field that we may not offer as of yet, feel free to comment below. We're also looking for outside sources. This is a good way for pagans to network and work together as a community. We're stronger together than we ever were apart. This is not about separating, but about coming together.
So from the Council of Ríðar Oak Wyrd, which means Riders of the Fate, by the way, because I know somebody's going to ask that. What's the weird squiggly line for? Yeah, it's Icelandic. So have a good day. Thank you for watching, and feel free to comment below.
Hope to see you soon.
Bye. Okay.